The Metro Center in Halifax, on behalf of all Canadian sports fans, congratulations, Isabelle Brasseur, St. Jean, Quebec, and from Seaforth, Ontario, Big Lloyd Eisler. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, your coach, Josie Picard, coach, will talk to you in just a minute. Lloyd, let me ask you about pressure. 1 year ago, you were Canadian champions, were 7th. This year, you're 3rd in Canada, and you win the World Championship. Did that work to or win silver medal at the World Championship?
I think it was great. We had no pressure coming in here from last year, and we had a lot to prove, especially Isabelle, because she wanted to show people she could do it, and we had a lot of fun here this weekend, and when we have fun, that's how we skate.
Isabelle, let me ask you about this crowd. Kurt Browning told me earlier today he had trouble hearing the music. Were they a factor here tonight?
It didn't affect me, actually. They brought me to skate really good, and I liked it because, like, we weren't even finished, and everybody was up and clapping since, like, 3 elements before I am, so I ending. So I was like, yay, great, we did it.
I couldn't hear the music.
No, we
couldn't hear the music?
I couldn't. I was so enthralled we were skating well, I was just thinking, let's get to the end and get it over with.
All right, at the end, you skated down here, you looked up to where I was sitting, and you yelled out, "This one's for you people." I mean, I couldn't believe how relaxed you were.
It was good. That's what we've been doing all year, saying it's for fun, and we're going to do it for ourselves. And last year we tried to do it for everybody else, and this year we did it for us, and it worked out a whole lot better.
It worked out great indeed. Coach Picard, can you tell me how you kept them so loose?
Well, the goal was we were going to go out there and have fun. And no matter what, we didn't care where we came. All we wanted to do was have fun. And it worked.
Was it a tough day today? I mean, they were 4th. They were in contention. You had to keep them relaxed?
Not at all, because we didn't care where we ended. So we even never looked at that. All we wanted to do was just had fun like yesterday.
Well, you had fun indeed. Now, listen, you got a cowboy hat. Seaforth, Ontario is about an hour west of Kitchener. I didn't know that was cowboy country.
From my dad, about 10 years ago, every time we skate well, that I've skated well, and with Isabelle especially, he throws his hat. And last year at Nationals, he threw it, and he hasn't had any opportunity to throw it since, so now he did.
All right, Isabelle, the last word's yours. Anyone you want to say hello to?
I want to say hello to everybody in Bushville and Eric, our coach.
Hi, Eric.
And Danielle.
All right, congratulations to Isabelle and Lloyd, the silver medal, and the coach, Josie Picard. Stay with us. We will take a commercial break. We will return live to the Metro Center here in Halifax for the medal presentations. On this Wednesday evening, we welcome you back live to the Metro Center in Halifax. Still a couple of minutes before the medals presentation. It was 1 year ago at the World Championships in Paris that a Canadian team, Cindy Landry from Quebec and Lyndon Johnston from Manitoba, won a silver medal. It's a Canadian silver medal 1 year later, but a different team. A team that was 3rd at the Canadian Championships, Isabelle Brasseur from Boucherville, Quebec, and Lloyd Eisler, who is from Seaforth, Ontario. Now, they're announcing the medal presentations, but Lloyd and Isabelle are still up above me here being interviewed by French television, so we are not going to be able to start for just a minute. Let me remind you, in case you missed it earlier tonight, a sensational showing by the cowboy from Caroline, Alberta. Kurt Browning is 2nd after the men's original program to Victor Petrenko from the Soviet Union. Now, it was 1 year ago that going into the free skating portion, Browning was trailing a Soviet skater at that time. It was Alexander Fadeev. Fadeev is not competing this year, so it is almost the same situation 1 year later. It was a spectacular show this afternoon. Browning 2nd to Victor Petrenko. In fact, skating experts are saying it's as good an original program as has ever been seen at the World Championships. Now, Victor Petrenko is the leader heading into tomorrow night. Kurt Browning is 2nd. Standing 3rd is the American champion Todd Eldridge. Richard Zander, who is from West Germany, is 4th. And Christopher Bauman from the United States is 5th. A couple of other Canadians. Elvis Stoico, the 17-year-old from Richmond Hill, Ontario, had a good show today. He was 8th in the original program and stands 9th overall at this time. I was speaking to Elvis, and one of the fans yelled out, and it was written in one of the newspapers here, it's not every day you get to see and hear Elvis. I'm going to bring Tracy Wilson in here, and the other Canadian in the men's section is Michael Slipchuk from Edmonton. He is standing in the number 12 position. If I can change hands here, a bit of a delay. Tracy Wilson, it's been a day of tremendous excitement, beginning with Kurt Browning. I don't think anybody expected what we saw this evening.
Well, it was incredible. And the sound in here, I don't know if you can hear it on TV, but it was deafening. It was so exciting. And I think Lloyd and Isabelle, they're not going to be able to sleep tonight.
You were in Calgary. Now, Kurt said the sound in here is worse maybe better, depending how you look on it, than it was at the Saddle Dome at the '88 Olympics. These 9,000 fans really have done something.
Oh, they sure have. They're so supportive, especially for the Canadians, of course. But it's incredible to be in here. Just the roof seems to be vibrating.
What does a medal, a silver medal, a surprise medal in a way? I mean, Landry and Johnston would not have been a surprise a couple of days ago, but certainly Lloyd and Isabelle a surprise. They were fourth going into this, even a long shot to get a bronze. A tremendous showing tonight for the silver. What does it do to Kurt?
Well, I think this is going to encourage Kurt. It's going to inspire him. Whenever you see your teammates skating well, it makes you feel good, and it makes you want to go out there and match their performances.
Compare, will you, the original program we saw earlier today. If people weren't with us this evening, I said it's one of the best ever, according to experts. How did it impress you overall?
Overall, I guess the whole standard of skating has been so high at this competition. Rarely in the pairs event you see so many good performances, and it makes the victories that much sweeter when it's not the best of the worst, but it's the best of the best. Same in the men's program this afternoon, and I just can't wait to see what's in store for us.
Well, I think what's in store for us is a tremendous show tomorrow night, and we're just about ready for the medal presentation, I understand. So let's throw it right now over to Ted Reynolds and Tyler Cranston. Tracy and I will be back in just a minute.